It is I, Chelsea Rose, also known as Lucid Rose, and it's been a bit since I've done a Meet the Artist. I've done a couple other of these videos before with some of my art friends, but it is now time to show off Danny Ebru, who we live together. We've been together for like, what, over 10 years? 10, okay. And it's been really cool, really fascinating, and really inspiring watching the changes that have gone through Danny in his art form and like the evolution of his art. It's pretty freaking fascinating. So it was kind of stupid that I hadn't done a Meet the Artist with Danny. I mean, he's right here. But you know, sometimes you tend to overlook the things that are just right in front of you. And I woke up this morning and I said, oh my God, there you are.
Here I am.
So I think the most important thing we should discuss initially is what kind of tea is your favorite tea?
Well, I like the matcha.
Oh, you like the matcha, do you?
And I like the rooibos chai. And
He actually got me hooked on rooibos chai.
But I probably drink mint the most.
Yes, he does. I actually knew the answer to that question.
Yeah.
I actually know like all the answer to these questions, but like I'm like his #1 fan, and I run his like fan mail. No, I don't. Okay, so walk me through your path as an artist. Like, when did you start making art, and how did you end up to be where you are at now?
Oh, well, I probably started drawing around 8 or 9 because I was finding myself bored in class, and then it just kind of kept going from there. And then once they started offering art classes in school, I started taking them and taking photography classes and getting into photography, and did that for a while, and then came around to using stencils and spray paint, and then into screen printing, and then screen printing eventually led into the marbling. And then I've been doing the marbling for the last 6.5 years.
Okay, and so what is marbling?
Well, Ebru is a traditional art form that goes back about 600 years, where you're floating color on top of a liquid, highly viscous solution, and then manipulating it to create beautiful patterns and interesting paintings and just unique pieces of art that you can then take a monoprint, which means there's only one, and so then you have a one-of-a-kind design, one-of-a-kind piece of art. And so I've been practicing that for the last 6.5 years.
That's pretty amazing. Tell us about how you got introduced to Turkish paper marbling.
Okay, well, I was kind of babysitting a fine art gallery about 6.5 years ago, and one of the people who was on the schedule to show was a traditional Ebru artist, and they involved layers of marbling to create calligraphy images, kind of like typography, but with Turkish calligraphy. And she wanted to show everyone like a demo of how it's done, because it really helps enhance the appreciation if you can understand how that final image was made. And so she let me try it, and was impressed at how I kind of had an aptitude for the fluid movements, and then so she offered to train me, and then just kind of went from there.
Okay, I know you're a busy fella, so I just have 2 more questions, and then you can go back to doing the arts, artin' and fartin'. That's what we do best. What is your favorite part of creating? Do you prefer a specific part of your process? Do you prefer finalization? Do you prefer when you're presenting it? What's your favorite part?
Well, there's a lot of parts that I really like. I really like the process of, of the marbling because, like I said, it's very calming, and it forces you to be like decisive and in the moment. And so I like those things. It's a nice practice to have. But I also like coming up with an idea and like pre-visualizing it and then carrying it through to the execution to the point where it's like been manifested. That's always a really good feeling. Because I usually, like pre-visualize everything I'm doing. I make little mock-ups of colors to see which colors I want where and stuff like that. So having it actually in my hand as this finished created project, especially when there's all these variables that can go wrong, things that are just out of my control with the medium. But then also my favorite part is just being able to interact with you, you know?
Me?
Yes, it's like my, it's one of the real reasons why we got into art so much is because it was this thing that we do together.
It's true.
And so that's definitely one of my favorite parts is finding things for us to do together.
Yeah, I think it's really important if you are able to, find somebody to make art with, friend or lover or family member. It's really good to have a support network and have somebody to enjoy your art with, the creation of art with. But I would say you're a bit of a perfectionist, sir. What do you think about the idea that the word art stems from artificial?
Sure. Yes.
Because, his work has so many process. There's so many steps. Like, a lot of there's multiple layers of marbling on paper. There's a huge process that goes into the marbleization each time. Then he'll do a screen print, and if there's just one slight thing that's off on any of the process, he's hypercritical, honestly, I believe. But he just has a really high standard. But I actually enjoy seeing some of the tiny little flaws in each process because then I really feel like I can see the process in it, and I enjoy the process. So, but what do you think about your perfectionisms and why?
Well, if it's a piece that I've done the whole pre-visualizing thing of making mock-ups and everything, and then I've got a specific thing that I'm going for my final result. And so I'm trying to meet that. And usually, if I'm discarding one, it's because I've made 2 to 3 versions of it, knowing that the marbling is going to do whatever it wants half the time. And so I'll make 3 or 4, and then I'll choose the best one, and then the others may not be seen by anyone else.
You should see how much paper is in the other room. It's amazing. All of them are amazing, but they'll never see the light of day.
Yeah, every piece you've seen of screen printing and some of the masking and stenciling has a twin or more. But I only show you guys my favorite one, the one that matches where I was intending to go.
What is do you want to say one shining piece of advice for an up-and-coming artist or somebody who wants to get into art professionally, or maybe just a few things that might help people along that path, or things that have helped you?
Yeah. One piece of advice I've gotten early on that I found to be pretty useful is to find a group to be a part of.
That's so important.
Find a community so that way you can get feedback and you can interact and grow with others instead of just being this closed off loop. And that also helps you expose your artwork to people, and it'll help you get shows and maybe even business opportunities or sales or whatever.
Collaborations.
Yeah, collaborations are always fun and they're great for exposure. But yeah, I'd say find a community. If it has to be digital, if you know, if you don't have anyone in your area, then that's a start. But really find people in your area that you can actually meet face to face with, and put your minds together and just have fun, you know. And that's another thing is just having fun and learning to let go and maybe try creating without the intention of wanting to keep the art.
Interesting. And, thank you for sharing your wisdoms and your art and your space that I already have infested, but at least now you guys get to see what's going on. I always show you my side of things, which is over this way. Well, Danny has half of this art space, and then he also has his own art room, which is mostly storage and drying stuff, as you've probably seen in my walkthrough footage. So it's an interesting setup, and yeah, I'm really excited and happy that I get to continue to see Danny change and grow and evolve with his art, and you know, we whip each other into shape, make sure we're doing stuff, gotta make, gotta create, can't just sit on the couch and watch Netflix, no, no, no. So yeah, I'm definitely rooting for you, Danny, in your continued journey into the artisphere. You are an artonaut. Yeah. Yeah. Give us a kiss. All right. So let's plug his various interwebs. Check him out. You better check him out. Go to DannyEbru.com. That's DannyEbru.com. Do it. Go there right now, actually. Just stop. That's mostly it. Although, I guess we do share a website together. Our shop is linked. It's lucidopticlab.etsy.com. I plug it in every video I've ever done, but I want you to, this time, go and check out Danny's art for sale. He has lots of prints, some originals. He's got screen print stuff.
Buttons.
If you're interested in learning marbling, you have some self-published books?
Yeah, I've got some instructional booklets in our shop. Some of them, alright, there's just one, but there's a digital download version, and then there's a physical hard copy version. So if you're interested and you want to learn, there's a place for you to start. There's plenty of information to get you off and going. So
talks about what kind of paper you want to use, what kind of paint, some of the various base patterns to create. So it's a really good booklet, and it's one of our best-selling items on our website, actually. Check his blog. He has a really cool blog. You can access it through his website. Click the blog, and also if you are ever in the area of Portland, Oregon, which is where he generally is teaching workshops, make sure to contact us, contact him through his website, or look at his blog to see what workshops are coming up. He also does a bit of traveling to California, so keep an eye on him. He's also on Facebook. His Facebook art page is Danny Ebru, and
Instagram. DannyEbru.com.
He is really good on Instagram. He's got some beautiful posts, so Danny Ebru.
And then I've got my own channel.
Oh yeah!
It's youtube.com/Danny Ebru, I guess is how it, I'm not sure about the exact address, but my channel is titled Danny Ebru, so it's named after me, so
yeah.
Should be easy to find.
Yeah, some cool videos of his tray as he works his magic, and some footage from when he's done performances live.
And some instruction videos too, if you are interested in learning.
Yes, but I'm going to link all of that below, so don't you worry if you missed any of that. So yes, thank you for watching. Bye!
Goodbye!
Pinkies up!